So we really haven't talked much about this car. This is the car that I lent a buddy to go do oval track with. And how'd he do? Let's take a look at the front end. He got smoked! Now, this car was kind of not the best car to take because it had been through a lot. I did an endurance race where it was having problems, and then Cassandra did an off-road endurance race where it was having some problems, and it kind of got dealt a crappy hand there. So we let our buddy take this car, and he did pretty good for what he was dealt. I will say that. He did pretty good for the crappy hand that he was dealt right off the beginning. Car turned off on him in first lap. He was able to keep going. I'm pretty sure he got about 50 laps out of it. And I believe he was in some kind of accident. I haven't watched the videos. He did tell me he got hit hard. And that is quite blatantly obvious that he got hit hard. It takes a lot to bend the frames on these cars, and as you can see, that frame rail is bent pretty good. He did puncture the tire when he did that. They wanted to keep going, but realistically there was not too much left of the car. It has no alternator belt left on it, so it basically has no voltage coming out of it. It's got no rad left in it because that got smashed out. He did get a big puncture hole through his door. That's my foot going through that hole. So that was a pretty good hit. The NG Customs cage actually is holding up pretty good inside these cars for the endurance races. It's not the best, but you know what? It does really good. What else? Oh, that's right. One of the reasons why he was not able to continue to race was he broke the steering rack. So I've never really heard of that being an issue on these cars, but apparently it is. Car no longer runs, it no longer steers, and it's scrapped. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the NG Customs cage out of this, we're going to pull our seat, we're going to pull our sunroof, I guess you call that sunroof filler piece. We're going to pull our lights, our roof signs, take all the tires off of it. I do want to save these brakes because I want to see if I can retrofit these brakes to go on the next endurance car. Now the next endurance car I don't think is going to be a TL. I think it's going to be more the lines of a Toyota based product. But this car was pretty rough going to that endurance race to begin with, and it got rougher. It got a lot rougher. But it was his first one. He said he had fun, so that's all that really matters. You know what, if you know you're not going to go there and win and you just want to go and have fun and see if you can try it, this is perfect. You don't need to go there and win everything. So he had fun, and that's all that really matters. But this car here is going to go to scrap. It's getting to be the fall time of year, and it's just not worth keeping these pieces of junk that don't run. So let's get all the brakes taken off front and rear, because they are drilled and slotted rotors front and rear, and save those for the next car and pull all of our cage out of this. We'll even pull our Honda racing seat. Well, only half of a racing seat, but that's fine. We'll get all this pulled out and get this car ready for scrap tomorrow morning. Take care, guys. See you back here tomorrow.